To learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So today, I got to filter some more drinking water using our Berkey water filtration system. And again, if you're into clean water or wanting to be able to drink water from a stream, or you're worried about some future catastrophic event where you're going to need drinking water, the Berkey is the way to go. I've really loved the Berkey. I've had it for years. It's a little bit of work coming out here and filling my water bottles. You don't actually have to do it that way. You can fill it up and just let it sit in the bottom container, but take a look at them if you're interested. So I was asked a question. Well, I don't know if it was a question. It was more of a comment. It's suggesting that I don't understand why you do the off-grid lifestyle. It's a little better than being a hobo. And I thought, well, that's rude to hobos. I mean, what does that mean? I don't understand. So, why do I do the off-grid lifestyle? I'm an introvert. And as an introvert, I don't like going out and doing things. But that forces me to go out to do things, because if I just sit at home not doing anything, then I get bored. And so what do? You lay around, you watch TV, you go to work, you come home, you go to work, you come home, watch TV, go to bed. You know, once a week you might mow the grass because you don't want to go out and do anything. And when you do go out and do things, you're not enjoying yourself. And so what else is there to do? Well, then you go out to restaurants. And you know, spending a fortune in money. You can just run yourself broke trying to entertain yourself, keep from being bored. Here I am pulling weeds. Well, Rob, you need a weed eater. Well, if I had a weed eater, the job would be done in a few minutes. If I had a weed eater and a riding mower, I could really knock down some serious grass. But here I am, I'm Berkeying some water, taking my time with it, filling up a bunch of water bottles. And then while I'm waiting for the Berkey to drain down a bit so I can put some more water in it, I'll pull some weeds. And then on Friday, I'm going to come out here with my push mower and I'm going to cut the grass. That also takes me to the other extreme. You don't need a push mower, Rob. You need to use your sickle blade. Well, I have sickle blade this yard, but I got to weigh things out also. For example, I still have to cut firewood. I try to balance my time where I can have time to get everything done without working myself to death. Because remember, I still have a job I got to do every day, online work. So instead of going out and eating and partying and meeting with friends to keep myself entertained, I can come out here and pull these weeds, Berkey the water. And I find it very relaxing. I mean, I can listen to the birds. Last night, I came outside and we tried to get a picture of it or a video of it, but the entire woods, everything out there, was just like a Christmas tree. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was lightning bugs and they were just dancing out there in the woods. You could just see them. And I thought, man, Christmas in the summer. You don't need a Christmas tree when you got nature providing you a Christmas tree with all the sparkly lights. It was beautiful. And I would have never got to see that ever in a lifestyle of normalcy where, you know, you go to work every day and you come home. You know, I stayed up a little late last night. I'm not sure why. I forget why. And when I came outside, oh, I know why. I wanted to water the garden. That's what it was. And when I started putting the hose away, I looked out and man, it was beautiful. So then the question becomes, well, Rob, you got a chainsaw, you got a power mower. Those things aren't off-grid. And that is true. They're not off-grid. But I was saying, you know, you got to balance your time so you can get everything done. I got to get a lot of firewood. Firewood, I've noticed, is going to be the biggest chore we have. It's going to be quite consuming. I'm going to have to do it all the time. Anytime I get a chance to find firewood somewhere, I'm going to have to take the time to actually go over there to their house. Like I just did, I went over to this trailer park and was able to get two huge poplar trees. So I needed to be able to balance my time so I could go over and do that. And so I know a lot of people have told me that I need a Ryobi battery operated chainsaw that I can charge up on my solar panels so I can be completely off grid. And you know, I have considered it, but I did some research on battery operated chainsaws. The battery doesn't last as long as a tank of gas on a chainsaw. So you can actually get more done with one tank of gas than you can on a battery. Now, you know, what is off grid? How much do I want to be off grid? You know, I still want to make sure that I get everything accomplished. I got to have firewood. So to just arbitrarily say, I'm going to slow down my wood cutting process so I can be off grid, well, I think that would actually hurt me. I wouldn't have enough wood to get through the winter. That would be bad. You just got to weigh things out. So I weighed things out, and I'm quite happy with the chainsaw I got. The lawnmower, you know, I was saying that I got to be able to get the grass cut in a reasonable amount of time. I could spend several days using a sickle blade and cutting the grass, but then I wouldn't have time to Berkey water or cut firewood. Like I said, firewood's going to be the most time-consuming thing that we have to do. So you just kind of multitask without stressing yourself out. You know, when you multitask at work, it's a lot of stress. All you ever do is multitask. But here, okay, I'm watching the water to make sure that I keep it filled. And then in between, I just come over here and I pull weeds. Really not a big deal. Now, there's two other aspects to why I live off-grid. I mean, obviously, I don't want to hang around with people, but I don't want to sit at home and be bored. But look at the physical activity I'm getting. I don't think I've been this healthy since I was in the military. Now, as a kid, I ran cross-country and track, and I was really in shape then. But this is really just in a few short months. I mean, what has it been, 3.5 months, 3 months, something like that? And here I am, able to come out and work in the hottest part of the day, drink plenty of water, make sure you don't get heat exhaustion or dehydration or anything. But I mean, I'm in a lot better shape than I was even just 3 months ago. I remember Mom asked me to cut a limb out of a tree in the backyard. I came in just sweating up a storm. It was terrible. It was just one limb. It's not like I did a lot of work. And so here, 3.5 months later, I could come out here, mow the grass, cut logs all day, use my manual log splitter. Of course, I get a little tired at night. I sleep well. That's very important. Fall right to sleep, sleep all night. Get up in the morning, go back to do my online work. Now, the other aspect, the third aspect, is mental health. I have not felt happier and more emotionally strong. The last job I had beat me down. I mean, it was just mentally exhausting. The stress, the anxiety, the depression, the lack of sleep. Now, I'm just overly happy. Oh, I'm almost worried that I'm too happy. I don't know if you can be too happy, but I think that I'm just extremely happy. And what is doing it? Well, I have a solid place that I can call home. I was talking to Carolyn just yesterday. This is the first place I've ever said I can call mine. And I know when I say mine, I do mean mine and Carolyn's. I get that. But I'm trying to explain the feeling of owning your own thing. You know, I see Carolyn and myself as a couple. So when I say mine, I mean ours. But regardless, the point I'm trying to make is it's mine. I own it. This pile of wood, I didn't have to buy it from anybody. It was mine. And so, what do you mean this is the first place you've ever owned, Rob? You had a house before. Yeah, but the bank owned it. I had to do what the bank told me to do. I had to put the insurance they want me to put on it. It was theirs. And all the money I put into the house, fixing it up, repairing it, putting new porches on, painting it, putting siding on, didn't make any difference. When I sold it, it was gone. Here I've just put a small investment into this place. I don't think I'll ever have to sell this place. I can't imagine why I'd have to sell. It wasn't that much money in the first place, $4,200. If I get so broke that I need $4,200, I just will go get a job. There's no reason to be that broke. So I don't think I'll sell it. It will always be mine. It will be always my little sanctuary, my little paradise, where I can come out and see Christmas tree lights in June, naturally. Didn't have to spend any money or pay any electric or buy any lights. It was natural. So I'm sure I haven't explained very well why I live off grid, but there is just so much to it that only philosophers could figure out what I'm trying to say. I hope you get a chance where you can just say, I'm overly happy. So I hope I can inspire you to find your little place of paradise. Thanks for watching.